guys, I wanted to hop on today and talk to you about a topic that I get asked about quite a bit, and that is skincare for anyone who suffers from acne and breakouts. And when I talk about acne skin and breakout prone skin, I'm not talking about the really deep rooted in your skin acne. That's more of a cystic acne. Cystic acne is usually a deeper hormonal level acne that skincare isn't really going to fix. And in those cases, you need to look at other issues such as diet, if you have any hormonal diseases or anything like that. So it's best to talk to your doctor about things like that. But if you are someone who just suffers from a lot of breakouts, maybe you have really oily skin, or you just get breakouts a lot, I'm talking to you today. So we have a couple of different options. The best options that I can recommend are you want to really make sure that you're cleaning your face well every day, twice a day. And a lot of times you want to be using a lighter moisturizer. Sometimes a really thick, heavy moisturizer is going to be too much for your skin, and it's going to cause those breakouts more often. Especially because if you already have oily skin, a really thick, heavy moisturizer is going to sometimes cause your skin to get weighed down, which is going to make it more oily, and you're going to get those breakouts more often. So you want to go with a really light moisturizer. Another option is to do a toner. So I'm going to go through some different options. And we have, my best suggestion is to use the charcoal cleansing bar. I would suggest using that probably only once a day. There are some people who can use the charcoal bar twice a day. If you are someone who has really oily skin, you can probably get away with using the charcoal bar twice a day. However, most people, their skin just tends to get a little bit dried out with the charcoal bar. Because it is pulling all of those impurities out of your skin and really giving your skin a good deep clean, it can cause a little bit of a drying effect. So especially if you're someone who has dry skin or combination skin, where you might have some oily spots but you have some dry spots also, I highly suggest just using the charcoal bar once a day, perhaps in the morning, and then using a very gentle, mild cleanser in the evening, such as the Nourishing Cream Cleanser, just because that cleanser is a lot better at removing makeup and all of that stuff. So that's why I suggest the charcoal bar in the morning and then the Nourishing Cleanser at night. You can also try the Rejuvenating Cleanser. I have some clients who have acne skin that use the Rejuvenating Cleanser, and they're fine as well. But that is more if you're looking to also fight some aging signs. Then you can do the Rejuvenating Cleanser at night. Otherwise, I would probably stick with the Nourishing Cleanser just because it's so gentle and so mild. It's not going to do anything to get into those breakouts and cause you to have more breakouts. So, charcoal bar. And then I highly suggest as your moisturizer the No. 3 balancing oil. So what the No. 3 balancing oil does is it helps to balance out your skin. So all of those things, the excess oil and anything else that's in your skin that's causing those breakouts, this balancing oil will help to really eliminate those issues. So it's going to balance out your skin so that your skin produces less oil, which is going to keep those pores nice and clear and open so that you're not getting all of that buildup, which is causing your breakouts. So depending on your budget and how much you want to invest, you could start out with just those two things. Just do a charcoal cleansing bar and then the No. 3 oil. Use this as your moisturizer and see how your skin does on that. Some other options for you, like I said, add in the Nourishing Cleanser at night. And then another great option is this charcoal mask. I talk about this mask a lot. but it's really, really going to help with your breakouts, clearing up any excess oil that your skin produces, and just really help clean out your skin. So unlike the charcoal cleansing bar, which does give you a good deep clean, the mask, any type of mask you use, is different than a cleanser because it really gets into your skin. It's sort of like a little mini facial that you can do at home. It's way less expensive than going to the spa and getting a facial. But use this mask if you're suffering from breakouts. Depending on your skin type, if your skin is pretty dry like mine, I only can use the charcoal mask once a week all over my face, but I can use it other times during the week, like 2 to 3 times a week, just doing it on my problems area. So like on my T-zone, my chin, right through here, anywhere where I tend to get some breakouts or my pores get really clogged, things like that. I can use it a couple times a week doing that. I can also use it a couple times a week as an overnight spot treatment. So if you have a pretty big breakout that you want to try to get rid of, just apply a little bit of the mask just to that breakout area and leave it on overnight, and then rinse it off in the morning, and that will really, really help target your specific breakouts. So that's another way that you can use this mask. If you have oily skin or your skin doesn't get too dry, you could get away with doing the charcoal mask all over your face a couple times a week and you'd be fine. So it's just something to play around with depending on your skin type. And then you want to be sure to moisturize after, so follow it up with this number 3 balancing oil. The reason I'm focusing so much on the oil as your moisturizer is sometimes when your skin is prone to getting a lot of breakouts, a heavy cream moisturizer will weigh your skin down, like I said. So sometimes using just the oil is all you really need. If you find that you need a cream moisturizer in addition to your oil, I would suggest going with either the nourishing moisturizers or the rejuvenating moisturizers. The Countermatch line, while I love it, is not necessarily great for anyone who is really prone to getting a lot of breakouts. This is because the Countermatch line is it's so moisturizing. The purpose of the Countermatch is to add so much hydration to your skin. And if you're someone who is suffering from a lot of breakouts, oily skin, it's probably going to be too heavy for your skin, which is not going to help with those breakouts. So you don't want to use a thick, heavy moisturizer, like I said. So I would stick with either the nourishing moisturizers or the rejuvenating moisturizers if you're looking for the anti-aging as well. So another option for you is the rejuvenating toner pads. And I have not personally used the toner pads. I'm not someone who typically suffers from acne or breakouts a lot. I get the occasional one, but not enough where I felt like I needed the toner pads. However, I did actually just order them for myself because this pregnancy has given me a lot of breakouts, more than I've ever had in my entire life. So I've actually just ordered the toner pads for myself as well to try. So I'll let you know if that helps me out any. But I have heard from so many other customers who have the acne prone skin and get a ton of breakouts, and they have had so much success using the toner pads. So if you are someone who suffers from a lot of breakouts, I highly suggest checking out those toner pads, depending on your budget, how much you want to invest in your skincare. Like I said, I've heard great things with people with acne using those toner pads. And I will give you a tip. Like I said, I don't have them because I've never used them and I just ordered them, so I can't show you, but it just comes in a little jar and it's an individual pad that's soaked in the toner. I'm sure you've seen little makeup remover pads before. It's just a little circle. And what a lot of people do to help not waste any of it is they will cut the pads in half. So you're only using half of the pad at a time. So that way you can actually get more use out of them, because a lot of times you won't end up actually using the entire front and back, the entire side of the pad. So if you cut them in half, you can actually save yourself some money, and your pads will last a lot longer. Excuse me. So that's a quick tip there. Cut them in half. Just use half of a pad at a time to swipe over your face. And then your product will last longer. So that's a little bit of a way to help you save some money on your products. So again, I highly suggest checking out the toner pads if you've got acne and breakouts and you're really struggling there. So let's kind of go back and recap. And these are my suggestions. If you are brand new to Beautycanner, you've never used Beautycanner before, I would suggest that we start you out small. That way you can kind of see how your skin reacts to our products, and that way you're also not breaking the bank and investing a lot of money up front. If you're new to Beautycanner or you're hesitant, maybe you've used some other products, but because of your acne and breakouts, you haven't really had a lot of success. So maybe you're hesitant about trying some other products. I'm still going to keep you on this kind of low level entry into some of these acne based products, and then we can kind of add to your routine and build it up from there. So I would start with the charcoal cleansing bar, which you can use in the morning, and the number 3 balancing facial oil to use as your moisturizer. You can start out with just those 2 products. If you want to try the other cleanser to be able to use it at night, again, I would suggest probably start you on the nourishing cleanser, just because that one is the most gentle. It's going to be very, very basic and gentle for your skin. So if you want to add in that other cleanser to use at night, I would do the nourishing cleanser. So I would start there. If you are someone who maybe you already use some Beautycanner products, or you're willing to invest a little bit more, I would suggest adding in those toner pads. So the way you use a toner and these toner pads is you cleanse, use a toner, then you moisturize. So you would do your charcoal cleansing bar in the morning, your toner pad, and then your number 3 oil. And then same thing at night, you would use a nourishing cream cleanser, toner pads, and then the number 3 oil. If you want with the toner pads, just to kind of ease into it, you could start out with just using the toner pads once a day. So maybe you want to try it at night. I would do then the nourishing cleanser at night, the toner pad, and then the number 3 oil. And then in the morning, just stick with your charcoal cleansing bar and your number 3 oil in the morning. And then as you kind of get used to those toner pads after a week or so, then you can try adding in those toner pads in the morning also. So just kind of ease into it. The thing I always tell people is that, sorry, I've got a little one that sounds like he's waking up from a nap. The thing I always tell people about skincare is it's definitely an art. It's not a science. Sometimes it takes a little bit of trial and error to find what works for your skin and what doesn't. So what I love about the Beautycanner is we have our great return policy. So you have 60 days from the date you purchase your products to try them out, see if they're going to work for you. If you're not happy with them for any reason, you can return the products absolutely free of cost. Your package will arrive with a free return label. You just stick that on your box. It comes with a return form also. Just fill that out and pop it in your mailbox and send it back, and you'll get a full refund. And then we can start over. We can try you on some other products and see what works for you. So, sorry, hopefully you can't hear this little guy. He's struggling a little bit with his nap today. Anyway, so again, another option would be this charcoal mask. If you are going to purchase the charcoal cleansing bar and the oil to start with, I highly suggest also joining our Band of Beauty customer loyalty program. You would then get this mask for free. It's a $48 value, and you would get it for free. It's a $29 to sign up for the Band of Beauty gets you your 1-year access to the loyalty program. And that gets you, like I said, the free mask right now. And it also gets you 15% back for every dollar you spend. So let's say you spend $100, you're going to get $15 back in credit that you can use on a future purchase. You're also going to get free shipping on orders of $100 or more. So, and then you get other special perks. Beauty Counter Corporate does a lot of member-only offers and giveaways throughout the year. And I also personally do some members-only specials throughout the year for my members as well. So that's something to think about. If you're wanting to add this mask into your routine to help with your acne, then I would suggest, as long as you're spending $50 at the time you sign up, so let's just say maybe you just wanted to get the oil, or maybe you just wanted to get the toner pads, you can still sign up and get this mask for free. So it's supposed to be, usually our gifts are available for the entire month. But this is only available while supplies last, and this is one of our best sellers, so I cannot guarantee that it will last a full month before it sells out and we don't have it anymore for the gift and we have a new gift option. But just a heads up, that's one way to take advantage of the mask offer if you'd like that. So again, we can start you out on just the charcoal cleansing bar and the No. 3 oil. Possibly the toner pads as well, depending on your budget and how much you're willing to invest. But we can just start off slow and kind of ease into a good routine for you. And hopefully we can figure out your acne and help you clear up some of your breakouts. So, and again, if you feel like you need a cream moisturizer in addition to the oil, I would stick with either the nourishing moisturizers or the rejuvenating moisturizers. So hopefully that helps you guys. I hate to cut this short, but I've got to go help this little one who is fighting his nap today. So if you have questions, just leave them in the comments below or send me a message, and I'll help you get started with your acne routine. So thanks guys, and enjoy the rest of your day.